Hey guys. So, it's that time again. I know you like my dream videos. Uh this one, it's not as crazy as like maybe some of the others, but it's still pretty funny. Now remember, it's a dream. So for that one person who's going to seem to think like this is real, it's a dream. You know that thing you do when you get into your bed and you go Betty by and you have all these weird visions and stuff? Those are dreams. All right? So that one person, you know who you are. I guarantee you're going to take this as like some literal thing like it actually happened. No, it was last night. It was a dream, okay? So, the first, I only remember like the last two bits of it. So one of them, I was in a house. It was like a beach house or something. It was like tropical, somewhat outside. It was like a beachy area, and it was about to rain or something because it was dark and I could see the rain outside starting up. Not, it was just like you know little droplets. And for once, it wasn't my other cats, Sylvanas and Ava and all of them. No, it was them for once. So, but I was trying to get them inside for some reason. I don't know. Maybe a tornado is coming through. Uh, but I look outside and I see Midna with a freaking iguana in her mouth. It's like, she's walking, it's all stretched out, and she's like, and I'm like, Midna. And I go outside to, because I'm like, it's probably still alive. And I go out and this, like, it's on this beach. And suddenly, like, for some reason, this beach is riddled with dead iguanas. And I'm like, boy, they've certainly been busy, haven't they? And then I thought I saw Minna being attacked by an iguana. But then it's just like an iguana attacking another iguana. It's iguana fest. But yeah, that's pretty much all I remember with that one. And it's funny because of Midna, because you see Midna's tiny, and this iguana was like this freaking big, and she's like carrying, not like dragging it. No, she was like it was in her mouth. It was she was propped up and she was walking with this massive iguana in her mouth. Uh, so clearly it's a dream. Pretty bad that I have to distinguish and kind of people know between a dream and reality. Either way, we know the person. They're gonna leave some stupid comment. Um, but iguanas everywhere, moving iguanas, dead iguanas, headless iguanas, just everywhere. And sometimes in some of the tropic areas you can go to and you find iguana, just like that. In fact, you'll see people going around in canals and boats and just boom, like slingshots, knocking iguanas out of trees. So it's not too far fetched. Far fetched. But now's the second part, which I think is hilarious. So this would never happen in real life. So that one person, keep this in mind. This would never happen in real life because this was just a dream. So it was me, my landlady sister, the one who picks me up, and June. And for some reason, for whatever reason, whatever it was, uh, June was driving. Again, this was a dream. It was not real. Why would you let June? You know she's not capable. Exactly. It was a dream. And even in my dream, I knew it was a bad idea. But it's a dream. So therefore, the dream continues. So it was me, my landlady sister, and June. And we were in her car, not June's car, uh, sister's car. And at first it was fine. She had nice form, hands 10 and 2. She was looking ahead at the road, and it was going smoothly. And then she just kind of started to, look down. She was taking her hands off the steering wheel, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and the sister's in the back. So she's taking her hands off the steering wheel, and I'm grabbing onto the steering wheel, and I'm like, June, put your hands on the steering wheel. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like holding it all weird. She's like holding it like this. And I'm like, no, June, one hand there, one hand there. Again, it's a dream. So that one person, you know who you are, and everyone else knows who it is. Because, quite frankly, it seems like no one can really tolerate that person anymore. Everyone's getting tired of their bull crap. Um, but, and then as dreams normally do, we went from a nice long stretch of road, plenty of room for everyone, to like a cliffside, with the winding roads. And of course, what do you think happens? What do you think happens? She's trying to call, and I'm trying to control this car, and then suddenly, instead of having a nice smooth drive, it's like one of those video games you find where you're the one sitting in there and you're like driving, but yet you have to like go as hard as possible on the wheel, and then even then it's all clunky. That's what it felt like. It wasn't smooth at all. It was clunky. So we're trying to go around, and I'm trying to turn all around all these turns and twists and all that, and we end up going off the side because, of course. But it was a good thing that this car was equipped with anti-gravity technology, because we didn't fall. We just kind of went down. But it was kind of like in WoW, where you have a buff, like levitate, or you're gliding or whatever. You click on it, like right click, and it like takes it away. You just like, and then you just drop. That's kind of like what happened. We like made it to this other side, and we just dropped, but not fast. We managed to survive when we fell, and we landed. This is where you can tell it was a dream, because this would never happen in real life. We landed in a group of ethereals. So ethereals are these guys right here, World of Warcraft. I've been playing a lot of WoW lately, so ethereals, they're like basically their energy, and they're wrapped in like these special bandages, so that way they can hold their form, because they don't really have a form. It's just like energy. And but we landed in a group of them, and it's like the Stonehenge type structure. They're like, it like goes around, and there's like 4 or 5 of them, and we stop, and they're just standing there, probably waiting for someone to pick up a quest or something. But I'm trying to get June to reverse the car, and I can hear the sister in the back, and I'm trying to get June to reverse the car to to leave, because we're safe and sound, and the car is fine. We can move again, but instead she puts it in drive, and she runs into one of these ethereals, and I'm trying to stop her, and she keeps going, but it's like moving slowly forward after hitting this thing, and like it bumps into one of the stone structures, and all I hear is in the back is, "Oh, my car!" Not the fact that we just ran over an ethereal, or praising God or whoever that we're safe. No, my car. Now in real life, she wouldn't care about that as long as everyone's safe. Of course, this wouldn't happen in real life. But here I am trying to get us away. We just flew off this cliffside. We landed in this group of, they were just standing there. They were just standing there. They're not causing any problems. We run over an ethereal. We hit a rock, one of those rock structures. I'm trying to get us the hell out, and June is doing everything possible to not be cooperative. So, but I just remember in the back hearing, "My car! Oh!" But, and that's where it ended. That's pretty much where it ended. I think I got tired in my dream. I'm like, I'm not, even in a dream, you don't want to deal with June. Uh, but then I woke up and I'm like, okay, time for me to get up. I'm up. I'm up. So, but yeah. I've just been playing a lot of WoW, so that's why the ethereals were there. And that's probably like the Stonehenge looking thing with the structures. I spent a lot of time in Outland. I've been playing a lot of Wrath Classic. I forgot how long it takes to level through Outland. It takes so long. It just takes long in general just to level all the way up to, for the next the next content, the next expansions content. But yeah, I was in Outland for a while. I think it took me almost a week to level up, mainly because, I have two jobs. So there's that. But I started out in uh Hellfire Peninsula, and I was like, oh, okay, almost done here. And then I went to Zangamarsh, and I was like, huh, wasn't as bad as I remember. I mean, this was the first time leveling through that area. My crappy, like, 1 GB computer, and I mean, it was my grandma's computer, and she used it for office stuff, so it wasn't the best. But, and then I went back and did it. I was like, huh, it was actually pretty good. I also had flying, so something I didn't have the first time. But yeah, so the ethereals were just because they're all over Outland. So, and them being in a dream and them being hit by this car, it just makes sense. Again, they weren't doing anything. They were all just kind of like standing there like they tend to do. They all have like this actually, see right there, they have like this thing that, like a JoJo pose. Uh so but moral of the story, even in a dream, June is impossible to deal with. I think I prefer the real version, the real life version of June compared to the dream version. And of course, the dream version, I mean, obviously, dreams are not meant to be taken literally. It's just emotions and thoughts and whatever. So, I mean, June is difficult to deal with. So, that is being in a dream. And of course, she's going to be made even more difficult to deal with. Um, but it's just my car. Oh, oh, like it's not as crazy as some of my other dreams that I've talked about, but just the fact of hearing her in the back, the sister in the back seat complaining about her car when we just flew off a freaking cliffside. It was just hilarious. But well, now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go play some World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. No, I really am. The beginning of the month stuff. It's that time of the month, you know. Trader, trading post, and I've got some tenders to collect. I'm on the funnest part of all, the 50 bosses. You can't just, you know, go to it yourself. You have to be in a group. Tried Legion bosses. Nope, they don't count. So it's like you gotta join a group, use from like the dungeon finder and do it that way. But it's also whatever, because I get to level some more characters. But yeah, dreams. They were dreams. But here I'm waiting for it. I can't wait to see what stupid, pointless comment that person's gonna write down there. I went. We all we all sense it. We all smell it. It's coming. It's cooking. It's cooking. And he's ready to get it out and for everyone. We all smell it cooking, and it doesn't smell very good. You know, it's like a meat or something you've left in too long, and you put all the wrong spices on it, and it's the worst cooking on YouTube. But it's coming. Ah. Anyway, dreams. I wish I had nightmares. I really do. I mean, apart from that lucid dream that I had with the freaking 8-foot tall woman staring at me through my window, I don't have nightmares or anything. And it's actually, there was a dream that I had, and it like turned into a nightmare for like a split second. But it wasn't really a nightmare. It was just something that was so horrific I don't feel like repeating it. Yeah, something so that even I wouldn't repeat it. Because I remember seeing it in my dream and waking, just like almost immediately waking up afterwards. And then I've been, you know, that moment I just was doing what I could to like block it out of my memory. So, but, yeah, I just wish I had more more nightmares. Probably be more fun to talk about. But anyway, let me know some of your guys' dreams. That's one reason why I do these, because I like to hear your best of dreams. Let me know below. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.